I'm Gary Freeman.
I'm Lynn.
Get ready, because we're Flippin Cheyenne! You know, sometimes when you get into a home like this, Lynn, you've already got part of the home that's already given you a head start, and I would say the kitchen area, that was one of those pieces in this home that really gave you a head start.
The kitchen had been recently updated. Not usually what we would like to do with a kitchen. We kind of like to open it up to the rest of the house, but just not a possibility in this kitchen. So the challenge in here was it didn't have a dishwasher, which, you know, can't really sell a house these days without a dishwasher. So then when you try and configure to existing fixtures, that was difficult because one of the hardest things in this house was matching that countertop. Now, we could have ripped it out and started all over, but so we worked really hard to find an existing countertop to accommodate being able to put a dishwasher in. We removed one cabinet and it didn't have a microwave either, so had to match as closely as possible the microwave cabinet, the backsplash as close as you could.
Lots of places to move around, and especially if all the ladies are in the kitchen cooking or doing cleanup,
Gary.
or the men,
Okay.
then there's plenty of room to move around.
Plenty of room for everyone, yes.
Beautiful. We are in the living room, and also we have the dining room behind us, which isn't necessarily ideal, but it is off the kitchen and it works.
It does, and there really wasn't another option in this house, and luckily this space is big enough and it kind of flows with the open concept that people like, so it works in this house.
All right, so we found an old Christmas cards circa 1968, and the nice thing about this is my great find in the house. We got soil from the Holy Land. Soil from the Holy Land right on the Christmas card. Okay, you're not going to be able to get soil from the Holy Land, but I've got it now. So, Merry Christmas. And this room here was an office of sorts with a walk-in closet, but we have turned this into a guest bedroom.
We have, and so this room, as you may remember, had, I think it was deer, some kind of wildlife paneling, actually. So in this case, we kept that paneling and we skim coated over it and we painted it, put up this chair railing, and retextured the rest of the wall.
It just adds to the character of the house.
Yeah, and unless, you know, until somebody watches this show, they won't even know there's deers under here.
That's right. Because we're not going to tell them.
Well, the whole basement is a little scary, and there were 3 kids raised in this house at one time.
What did they do? I mean, obviously they did something, and they wouldn't be down here in this creepy basement locked up for God knows how long, you know?
Oh, you were implying they were bad kids, and
Well, yeah, I mean,
like
they're
in
down
a
in this
horror movie, they got
creepy
stuck in the basement.
My God, you're going in the basement.
They all seem to have grown up to be really nice adults, so I don't
Well,
know.
maybe it worked. Then there's a tip that's a freebie. It won't cost you anything. If your kids are acting up, put them in a creepy basement, and they'll grow up to be great
There's
kids.
a selling feature. Maybe we shouldn't finish that space.
The Mike Brady drafting table is down here. This is one of Gary's finds that is no longer here now.
And a heavy Mike Brady drafting table. It was very heavy. And
All right, so here's one of my great finds. This is the Mike Brady drafting table from the Brady Bunch. Remember, they'd go in and they'd say, "Hey, Dad, can I bug you for a minute?" "Sure, Greg, come on in." You know, so we got the Mike Brady drafting table right here.
And you remember the stairs were so rickety, we were worried if the Mike Brady drafting table would make it a challenged full basement. We start with this staircase, which is, the railings are old galvanized plumbing pipe.
I don't think those are to code, are they?
No, probably not. And not very sturdy. The stairs aren't to code either, but so that's always a big challenge, is how do you fix the staircase, because this is dangerous. It did, and the stairs got completely redone, so you actually feel safe coming downstairs now.
So this is an open space. This could be used as either a maybe a little guest room for, you know, cousin Mike who's spending the weekend, or maybe even an office space.
It could be, yep, either one of those. There's a little bedroom tucked on the other side, so I thought it'd be a perfect teenage space. I think I would recommend to everybody, before you start into a remodel, really sit down and do a scope of work and try and stick to that as much as possible and come up with a budget we're within a couple of $1,000s of every remodel that we do because we're really process oriented about those two things.
That's great. Another fabulous home, and we'll hope to see you on the next one on Flippin Cheyenne.